Welcome back to my 1 to 70 walkthrough of my Night Elf Druid. This is going to be starting DragonFlight. I can't give a level range mostly because I've only leveled 1 toon through DragonFlight, so I'm not too aware of how fast it is. But I'm going to try to do it from a new player perspective and give my thoughts on it. Go ahead and do a gold check. I do have less gold since last time. I spent a little bit to get the astral form. It is a glyph on the auction house. I also bought for some reason my character model's messed up. It's been like that for a couple days. I don't know why. If you need to, going into DragonFlight, you can buy some gear. However, I don't recommend it because they will probably give you most of the gear you need. My item level is 158, and as always, there is nothing to it but to do it. I did make some modifications to my specs. However, I left my balance spec pretty much the same. I changed around my tank spec a little bit. However, I don't know if I'm going to be tanking these dungeons since I don't really know them.
Never let your guard down.
This will be mostly me leveling to 70.
Learn from the past.
Leveling. Obviously, I'm a level of 70. This is going to be mostly using quests, not dungeons.
Invitation to the Dragon Isles, Lord Commander.
During the dark days of the Cataclysm,
I also spent a little bit on my
Aspects made
transmog
great
too.
sacrifices to save our world. The Alliance will answer the call and stand together with Dragonkind once again.
Alexstrasza shall be most appreciative. Though she will insist that you do not bring any lingering conflicts to her shores.
You have my word that this will be an expedition, not a military maneuver. To honor our truce with the Horde, I have instructed the Explorers League to work in concert with the Reliquary.
Just think of all the ancient knowledge we can discover together.
The Dragon Isles is our home, not a place for outsiders to plunder. The Draxier will accompany the Alliance on this journey, but it will take time to build trust between us.
As a fellow soldier, I share your wariness, Azurathel.
Splendid! You two have found common ground already. Now then, let us begin preparations for our voyage. The Dragon Isles await.
Time to get started. I will be watching the cinematics because it's been so long I actually don't remember any of them. I'll probably attempt to do all the quests possible.
Spotted some promising crew members as I was flying over the city. Round up, and let's get to it.
Oh, good part about being a druid. This is a Red Ridge Mountains quest. For some reason it's bugged out and I can't fix it. I've tried abandoning it. I don't even have the item, so I'm not even sure how that works. I'm kind of surprised you can't skip this part, given I've already done this quest chain, but...
New adventures? Oh, I'm game. When there's work to be done, my hammer's always ready to be put to good use. See you at the docks.
I'm highly considering updating this and doing... I still haven't bought the fast flying yet, however, because of dragon riding, I don't think it's actually needed.
Please, my admirers need space to appreciate the awe.
And I'm stuck.
Duty calls. Now, if you'll excuse
I believe I can already use my dragon riding mount, so it might make it a little bit challenging to
Dragon Isles.
actually play as a new perspective, but I will try my best. Gotta take off my cosmetic stuff, unfortunately.
The Draxier stand ready.
This is probably the part of the leveling journey everyone wants to see.
Ready.
Originally, I planned actually to start from a fresh 60 to 70 character because I figure, there's probably plenty of videos leveling up. However, I wanted to make a character named after the channel. That way, well, for obvious reasons.
I have miscalculated. You have acquired my attention.
I'll see you. Expedition to the Dragon Isles? Sounds fun. Bet they've got plenty of...
That's a pretty interesting little
peaks to
thing they have there.
Wrap it up, trainees. We're moving out.
See now, Wild Feather. You're gonna need that energy soon enough.
You do have to pay attention, because if you've done it one time through the first time, sometimes they have skips and stuff.
Be at ease, Toddy. This is a friend, not a foe.
Apologies for my abrupt arrival, but the news I bring cannot wait for pleasantries. We will defend Azeroth.
And another cinematic already.
I did not expect to see you again so soon, my friend. After you'd answered the call of the Isles.
Something has happened, Khadgar. Something terrible.
Kalikos, tell me.
It all happened so quickly. And Rathian, young as he is, bravely or perhaps foolishly tried to stop it. But he was too late. The Tempest had already been unleashed.
She let me live with a message. They are coming to cleanse the world of the Titan's stain. Alexstrasza, who is she? What is she?
She is Razagath, youngest of the primal incarnates.
Incarnates?
4 dangerous adherents of the elemental forces. At the dawn of the aspects, our flights embraced the Titan's gifts. They did not.
The war that followed was unimaginable. And it took all of our strength combined to banish them.
If they were so dangerous, why were they not destroyed?
I hadn't the heart to do it. We were once as clutchmates.
Time, it seems, has not quelled their fury. And look at us. Should she free her kin now, we haven't the strength to stop them. And if Iridicrum's hunger is unleashed...
Then we have no choice. If we are to be protectors once more, the aspects of our DragonFlights must be made anew.
Our queen is determined, Khadgar. But we've only just begun to find who we are again. And I fear that without help, we may never get the chance to see our future secured.
Then it seems the mortal races too must answer the call and face the storms ahead.
This is going to be a video of just cinematics at this point.
Meet again, champion.
What adventure brings you here?
They definitely didn't skip on the cinematics, though, I will say.
Shouldn't be long now. Make a friend or two while you wait for it.
There is much to discover. Farewell.
Apparently you have to wait for it to leave. While I wait, though, I can look at spec stuff. The only thing I really changed since the last time with my spec, I think I had a point here and I put it here. I think I'm actually going to go with Force of Nature, though, instead. Just in case, where my gear's a little bit behind of people who would have heirlooms and stuff, I'd take a little bit more damage. Oh, well. I guess I don't need to look that hard.
Keeping warm, I hope.
Usually they let you skip this stuff. I'm kind of surprised they don't. As you can see, I have the astral form, which I talked about earlier with a glyph. The nice part about this is gear color doesn't matter. You can kind of put any type of gear. It just goes by the look that you want. It's all the same color. So that's why if I turn it off, it doesn't look too great. However, if I put it on, I actually kind of like the look of it. My ship disappeared. That's not good. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with this. This is kind of a huge issue. I could still fly here. Did I take the wrong boat? Did I take the boat to Borless? Man, that is embarrassing. Yeah, I'm gonna hearth back real quick. That's pretty embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully I don't miss it and have to sit and wait again. That's horrible planning, though. I mean, the boat's right there. Why would you... Like I said, I've only actually taken one tuna DragonFlight. So, yeah. Whoopsie. I already have some of the skills for this. I have 48. They added some into the game, so I can't get these anymore, unfortunately. So I can't show that part.
What is your report?
Ah, the rugged dragon scale. All aboard for adventure, my friends.
Am I losing or...
Screws! The boat ruined my perfect shot! I almost had it.
You get lost.
That's very odd that they have two
Dragon
boats
Isles,
coming here.
Imagine all the ancient wonders we'll be discovering.
I still say we could have crammed into my mole machine and gotten there faster.
We Drakthir would rather fly home than ride a wooden vessel as it drifts upon the waves. But I pledged to accompany your expedition, so waves it is.
Surely one of your airships would be faster than plodding along in this boat.
You really want to fly an airship into a sky full of dragons, Ensign? Besides, our tide sages are putting in work.
I suppose that is an understandable fear for a flightless creature.
They must have added stuff to this. I could have swore last time I did this I actually had everything. Pop this up. I already have a sleigh quest and everything.
Looky there, Wildfeather. A whole new land to explore.
Mountains to climb. Ruins to delve.
New species to discover. Award-winning photographs to take.
famous dragon autographs to acquire. And flip far above normal resale value.
Focus. Obsidian warders, stay alert on approach.
I will say this is an expansion I've been kind of waiting for in terms of lore purposes. I find the dragons kind of interesting. I kind of got bummed out by the Shadowlands thing though, because that would have actually been my preferred expansion. I loved Wrath of the Lich King. This is in a horrible spot. I might have to try to fix my UI if it doesn't go away.
Come on, Wildfeather, off to the
There we go.
next adventure. Well, look what the wind blew in. Can't wait to see what you discover. See you at the next adventure.
May your flame burn bright.
I've done zero research on this, so I am playing this pretty much from a new player perspective, minus the dragon mount that I have.
Ruffian said he would meet us at the embassy atop the hill.
It may be under attack. If it is, then I will be ready to defend my allies.
So far, not doing too bad. I do have to be careful because I do not have my Trents to save me. I am glad I swapped into Trents for this because I kind of expected to take a lot of damage here with the gear disparities. I'm thinking about trying the tank spec just to see if I can pull a little bit faster. Gotta get my mana up a little bit. As always, it's important to do the quest first. I changed the spec around for Bear a little bit. Seems to be working pretty well. I get a little absorption whenever I use Thrash or Razor, which is actually Maul.
It's a good day for an upgrade. Awaiting your input.
So I kind of made the purpose of a little bit more single target and AoE base versus survivability for leveling. However, I think depending on how well, it definitely seems to do pretty good damage though. I'm pretty much taking like no damage, so tanks are always a really safe bet for the purposes of you don't take much damage. Most tanks have a heal. As you can see up here, I'm basically keeping absorption. And I'm fighting 3 mobs, and they're not dying too slow. And this only has like a 19-second cooldown, so I mean, every 19 seconds I can heal up. Sometimes you have to watch because stuff will be below you. Like right now, I think it's below me. I was wrong. Oh, there he is. Go ahead in here. This little star is a rare. Hopefully I can just go straight to it and kill it. Go ahead and get some rage built up. I have it set up to where whenever I use mangle, it reduces. Okay, now I'm lagging. It happens sometimes. And I got kicked from the server. I don't even know if that was really lag. It might have just been a server crapping out on me, because if I lose internet or something, I have to go all the way out and back in, but there it let me reconnect, so I don't know. I'm like an unkillable tank though, so I come back and I'm just fine on health. I might kill this a lot slower just for the fact of I'm a tank. Single target isn't particularly the best. I'm kind of using the other things as a way to generate rage. That's why I'm not really trying to kill them. Go ahead and pop this. This is pretty nice. I have it buffed to increase your haste by 15%, reduce the cooldown of Frenzy Rejuvenation, and reduce the cost of Maul by 50%, so it's pretty nice. Maul's like, if it procs, it's almost free, so. The only downside to this as a tank is I kill a lot slower single target. Usually probably won't be an issue though. Oh cool, I got a customize option. Oh, says there's actually something in here. A scouting pack. Not sure what this does, but I guess we'll see. Gives me a Dragon Isle artifact and Invis potion, some gold. I guess they're not shared because that person picked it up too. I believe by this point, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and start using my dragon riding mount just in case. Because I don't know when you actually get it and I have no way to tell when you get it. No, I pulled the snails. You know it's a bad time when you pull the snails. I'm still accruing a pretty decent little shield up there. You double hit space to get airborne. I'm just accruing a massive shield off these. It is nice to tab target because you do less damage to the AoE portions, and it makes it to where you can kind of kill stuff at the same speed like this. Well, that's a pretty fast one.
Well met. What adventure brings you here? Can I join? Ready to serve.
Yes, I had expected Major Domo Solistra and Rathian to be here by now.
Have a good.
But I am honored to be the one to welcome you to the Dragon
Then, as
Isles.
always, just turn in all your quests, grab what you need.
On my first real assignment, no less. What good fortune.
Make sure to grab your flight point. I'm not really sure how this bronze time lock works. It kind of sounds like an interesting spell to use.
Welcome to the Dragon Isles. I'm always here to help.
The Horde leaves no one behind.
They definitely don't go too sparse on the quests. I'm finding quests everywhere here. Looks like they still have the reputation for a quest. I always hated that. It might be easy to get, I don't know. I'm just speculating on that, but usually they do that to time gate stuff. They have scouting map. Let's go with the isle I'm in right now. So far, my first impressions, because I haven't, like I said, this is the first time I've been playing since the release of DragonFlight. Not too impressed with the landscape. It's really misty and foggy and blurry.
Yes. The Horde and Alliance have a long history of rivalry. But Toddy and I pursue knowledge, not violence.
I'm not going to take any professions. Took me a second to think there. Whoa. More cinematics. Well, not really cinematics.
Incredible.
I think I have to wait for each of these to come off cooldown and it points at it and lets me see it.
Dragon Riders? I gotta race them! Can't see a fancier fight with that one.
Just lagging out again? It's kind of getting a little ridiculous at this point. No, I'm definitely lagging out because I'm flintstoning my feet through this dragon right now. First impressions of DragonFlight, not very impressed. Servers seem to be running like absolute crap. This is, I think it's already in its like season 2. This shouldn't be a thing that I'm getting disconnected like crazy. And I know it's not my internet because it would be affecting my recording. Let's try this again.
Anaria Shola. We will have justice.
One thing you can do if you just want to do the main storyline, which I might end up starting at some point, once I have to finish this quest though. Does I have to accept a quest? Jumpstart. In Valdraken. Where is that even at? Watch that be like the major city and I just don't realize it. Yeah, that's definitely the main city, so... I guess I could go start my campaign if I really wanted to. I don't think I will. The only issue is I think a lot of this stuff is actually side stuff that doesn't even matter.
Take this guide. It shows the embassy's many amenities. If they weren't all in disrepair, that is. What a joy it is to see new signatures in the visitor's log after all these years.
Queen Alexstrasza is far more impressive than any statue you'll find in the Isles.
May this brazier once more guide every peaceful denizen of Azeroth to these shores.
It was nice to meet you. I'm always here to help. Welcome to the Dragon Isles. We were trained to only use these signal flares if the situation is dire. But I suppose this is a type of emergency.
Just like us, to always be breaking the rules.
Solistra will arrive soon.
Does the Major Domo personally respond to every call for help?
Oh, yes. In times of trouble, there is no one Queen Alexstrasza trusts more.
Well, they're not going to be very happy when they see us here.
Here they come.
Incredible.
Ah, look who we have here.
We saw the flare and assumed the worst. What is wrong, Cadet Sendrax?
Major Domo, the new arrivals were wondering where you were, and I thought...
I see. There was a reason for our absence. An ancient rival, the Jarradin, have stirred to violence once again. Dragonheart Outpost has already fallen.
You stand before the Black Prince.
I'm sure they're going to send us in like cannon fodder at this point.
The Queen's blessings upon you. Lifebinder be with you. Cadet Sendrax, escort the adventurer to Commander Lethanak outside Dragonheart Outpost. Assist with the evacuation of the
I'm kind of curious how a Valdraken, is that what they're called?
Rathian
Yeah,
and I will
Valdraken
take to the
is a
skies
dragon.
and keep the Jarradin
That's
contained
interesting.
inside Scalecracker Keep.
Do hurry along, champion. After all, we wouldn't want the battle to be over before you even arrive.
Engage only when the whelplings and wounded are secure. The rest of the visitors must remain here until it is safe to leave the embassy.
Oh, I'm gonna miss all the fun.
There's plenty to study here before we move on, Toddy.
We each have a duty before us. By wing or by talon, see it done.
They're trusting a shirtless guy a lot with this responsibility.
It was nice to meet you.
We'll launch expeditions to every corner of these isles as soon as it's safe to do so.
Oh, where's the fun in being safe?
Oh, here we go.
Ready to serve. We'll move swiftly. Dragonheart Outpost isn't far.
Yeah, it would be nice if I knew this is the main story before as a fresh player, because I have no idea, it's been so long.
The Jarradin are the dragon's most formidable rivals. They were ruthless and powerful, killing countless dragons in ancient times. When the dragons left, and the land went dormant, so too did the Jaratin slumber. But now, the land itself reawakens with glorious life. May we never tire of its beauty. We Dragonids have
Hey, this is one slow escort.
as we safeguarded the Oath Stones, symbols of the DragonFlight's power. The return of the Jaratin will test us to the limit.
But now,
May we prove worthy of the challenge. Commander Lethenak, Cadet Sendrax and ally reporting on the Majordomo's orders.
a gnome druid would be so amazing. They need to do that. That needs to be a thing.
Protect your allies. For the Lifebinder.
In general, I would be short of this guy. As a gnome, I'm looking up and only seeing his knees.
Dismissed.
The disrespect.
I am trusting you with the lives.
What type of gear are they going to give us? 226. Drastically different than what I'm wearing. If I remember right, your zone doesn't really matter. I would recommend looting these just because they probably actually give decent loot. I'm surprised this many people's out here. Breaking my own rule and not letting people go before I do that. I'm not doing too bad on the experience though. I'm already halfway through my level. Looks like in some cases I got kind of lucky having these people here though. Because since I can't fly, then I have to... Well, I mean, I can fly, but I can't fly like controlled flying like in the past. I just need one more dragon. Where are they at? I want to guesstimate over here. I guesstimated correctly. Yep, better kill these first. Hopefully someone can't come along and just take it. Yeah, that's how nice people are. That they'll walk by, not even help you. Of course, they would have to be killing this if I hadn't pulled it, so... That's pretty fast.
Report. Protect your allies. Report back.
The wagon is ready to go.
Wait. I need you for another vital task, Cadet.
I will see it done, even if it costs me my life.
I'll go back and do that in a minute. Might as well go ahead and knock this quest. These aren't required quests. I'm fairly certain that's the main storyline. But I figure I'll come over here and knock this out real quick. I believe main storyline always have this little thing beside it. There's not much in the way of mobs over here though.